Okay. Hi. I'm Pandu from the Red Closet. Mythological animals are still believed by some people in various parts of the world. The shape tends to be unique and different from the animals we know so far. Like the unicorn, this mythological animal is described as a white horse with long horns growing on the forehead. So in this episode I'm gonna talk about unicorn. Unicorn is a legendary creature that is known to possess magical abilities. Though in modern day this creature is thought to be nothing more than a myth, ancient cultures wrote of it as a real animal. In fact, it was included in many natural history books of the time. The most popular depictions of the unicorn are known by Greek and European mythology, though there are similar unicorn-like creatures that have been recorded throughout the world. There were many interpretations of the beast. Some saw it as the incarnation of purity and grace. Some believed that the horn of the beast had the power to provide cures for sickness and the ability to serve as an antidote for poison. Because of its supposed magical abilities, the unicorn and its horn was greatly sought after by anyone with means in the early ages. It was common for those of great wealth or nobility to attempt to procure a horn to protect themselves against attacks or to extend their lifespan in general. In fact, many horns were sold by traders who came from the north and south. While these were not unicorn horns, they were either rhinoceros horns or narwhal horns. They sold for many times their weight in gold and proved to be a very profitable industry. Okay, before we go too deep, you can click the subscribe button so you don't miss the next content. Okay, let's go on. The unicorn captured the minds and hearts of many in the European culture, especially because of the unique properties it supposedly possessed and the connection that was later made to Christianity. The unicorn was often portrayed as a magical white horse or goat-like creature with a long horn that rose from the center of its head. It was often thought to be a woodland creature that was difficult to capture and full of grace and majesty. The unicorn was also thought to have cloven hooves and was known to possess powers that were invaluable for the time period. Among other things, the unicorn was thought to hold the cure to many sicknesses, the ability to purify water, and the antidote to poisons in its horn. Because it was so innocent and full of purity, it was commonly believed that only a virgin would be able to capture the creature. It was also commonly sought after by nobility and royalty. There were many who were known to pay an impressive sum of money for the opportunity to possess the fabled horn. Though no real unicorn horns have been found to date, unicorns were thought to be a living creature that was easily found in early cultures. There was no speculation as to whether the creatures might be fictional. They were often included in natural history textbooks. The first mention of the unicorn comes from the Greek writer Ctesias. They are mentioned in his work entitled Indica, meaning on India. He describes the unicorns as being a breed of wild ass that was incredibly fast and light on its feet. Its defining feature, of course, was a horn that was about 28 inches in length that grew from the center of its head. Unlike the later tales of unicorns, however, these horns could be white, red, or black instead of the white color that is characteristic of the modern-day understanding of unicorns. Ctesias supposedly got his information from his time in Persia. Aristotle also gives a similar description of two such beasts that come from the same region, the oryx and the Indian ass, It is thought that there were many others who drew their descriptions of unicorns from this area as well. In fact, carvings of unicorns have been found on a sculpture at the ancient capital of Persepolis. There is also an account on the power of unicorns that was found by Cosmas Indicopleustes, a merchant from Alexandria that shed many insights on early India. While visiting the king of Ethiopia, he saw 4 brass statues that portrayed the unicorn and wrote an account of what he had learned. He claimed that all the strength of the creature could be found in the horn. He also noted the tremendous ability of the creature and its tendency to throw itself from a high cliff rather than to be captured. It was supposedly able to absorb all the impact with its horn and escape safely. Myths and legends have plenty more to say about unicorns, and some of the facts transcend borders and time, remaining fixed with minimal alterations wherever you look. There seems to be a particular interest in the properties of unicorn body parts across the globe, which led to an immensely profitable trade in fakes. Perhaps one of the most common symbols associated with unicorns is purity, and in most legends, it's agreed that only those with pure souls can catch or approach them. In many stories, this is equated with a female virgin, but this image is perhaps becoming less popular as feminism and sexual rights progress. Medieval myths in particular believed that unicorns could only be tamed by a virgin, and often depicted unicorns as calmed by their presence. This is perhaps because unicorns themselves were considered so pure, they wouldn't allow anyone unworthy near them. In the book Spellfall, only spellmages can approach unicorns, because casters are considered unworthy. When a caster attempts to ride a unicorn, it throws him off, despite the fact he is accompanied by a spellmage and is trying to save the unicorn's homeland. Though the spellmages are not considered pure in terms of their moral standing, they are reflections of purer magic than the banished casters are capable of. A delightful twist on the traditional myth. This idea could be continued in all sorts of ways. Okay, that's all from Unicorn Story. If you have a request or suggestion, you can write it in the comment below. If you like this content, please share this video to your friends, your family, your girlfriend or boyfriend. And don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Thank you all.